Hello there, grade 5 learners. Welcome to another exciting day of learning English. So, today we're going to explore new words, new ideas, and stories that will help you become better readers, speakers, and writers. So, English, again, is not only about grammar and spelling, it's about expressing thoughts, sharing your ideas, and discovering the beauty of language. So, get ready to listen, think, and have fun as we learn together. So, welcome to our new episode of your lesson in grade 5 English. So, for this week 2 of quarter 3, we're going to discuss analyzing figures of speech. Okay, so we have here our learning objectives. So, we have 3: identify figures of speech used in a literary text, infer and interpret the meaning of figures of speech used in a literary text, and number 3, explain the purpose of figures of speech in literary text. Okay, so for day 1, we're going to have a short review. So what are the elements of the plot? Okay, so going back to your past lesson, okay, so what are the elements of the plot? Ano ba yung bumubuo sa plot ng isang story? Okay, so after doing so, we have here our lesson purpose. So we're going to begin with a short trivia quiz about Chinese New Year celebration in the Philippines. So you're going to check, okay, let's check how familiar you are with the traditions in celebrating Chinese New Year. Although hindi lahat naman sa atin nagsiselebrating Chinese New Year. Pero dahil parang nakagawian na rin natin, especially those sa mga meron tayong mga Chinese communities, okay, within the country. So yung iba, nagiging ano na rin, kumbaga, we took part na rin in celebrating Chinese New Year. Okay, so you can share your experience, okay, if you happen to celebrate Chinese New Year, okay, with someone you know that is Chinese or maybe Chinese blood sila, that's why nagse-celebrate sila. Okay, and okay, we can have here, may picture tayo dito, yung ating past lesson, which is the Neon Monster, which tells us how they celebrate Chinese New Year. Okay, so we have here some questions. Okay, so I think familiar din kayo sa mga dragon dance, right? Yung kung saan, yung mga sinasabi nilang pampaswerte, lalo sa mga business owners. So kapag Chinese New Year, sabi nila, no, papaputok, no, kumbaga para maalis yung mga bad spirits, yung mga bad luck, yan. So, nag-iingay para umalis yung mga negative energies. At the same time, nagkakaroon sila or nagpapasayaw sila ng dragon dance, okay, for good luck. Yun naman, yung mga nagpapasaboy ng pera, we have the red envelopes, we have the fruits, diba? Yung mga bilog-bilog natin na prutas and all. Okay, now let's unlock our content vocabulary. We have here the figures of speech. We have the 5 most common figure of speech. We have the simile. It's a figure of speech in which 2 different things are compared by using the words like or as. So, for example, the clouds sped by in the wind like sailboats. And metaphor, a phrase that describes something by comparing it to some other thing. So, directly. Hindi naman siya gumagamit ng mga words gaya ng like or as. Okay, so her words are pearls. Okay? Directly describing her words as pearls. Pero kapag simile, her words are like pearls. Okay, yun lang naman ang difference. But when we say personification, it's the actor technique of using human attributes to describe non-human or inanimate things. The sun smiled at them. So sa Filipino, we call this pagsasatao o personifikasyon. Sa madaling salita, binibigyang buhay yung mga bagay na walang buhay. Pinapagalaw ang mga bagay na walang buhay na kumikilos na parang tunay na tao. So like the sun smiled at them. Never naman ngumingiti ang araw sa atin. Pero, ginamit dito na ngumingiti ang araw sa kanila. So, the sun smiled at them. So, this is an example of personification. Kasi, binibigyan natin ng katangian or pinapagalaw natin yung isang bagay na wala namang buhay. Hyperbole, an obvious exaggeration, yes, or overstatement, not to be taken literally. So, ito naman, pagmamalabis, exaggerated. Yun ay pinakamalapit natin for hyperbole or hyperbole. He had million excuses. So, ibig sabihin, hindi talaga literal na milyon-milyon ang kanyang excuses, but napakarami. Hindi siya nauubusan ng excuses. And the last one is onomatopoeia, the use of words whose sounds suggest the meanings of the word. So, bang, moo, whoosh. So, when we say onomatopoeia, ang pinaka keyword natin ito is yung sounds. Okay, so kapag binasa mo yung words na yon, it's like parang naririnig mo yung tunog nung dinidescribe niya. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so we have here under the sun, colors swirl like rays of light. So what can you imagine when you think of colors swirling like rays of light? And what feelings does the line make you think of? So when we imagine colors swirling like ray of light, okay, we can see or we can imagine bright glowing scene like sunlight passing through a prism or the sky during sunrise or sunset, where different hues blend and dance together. It feels alive, full of movement and beauty, like a painting in motion. Okay, and the other one, the line gives us a feeling of wonder, warmth, and energy. It might also evoke emotions of joy, hope, or inspiration, as if something magical or creative is happening under the sun. Okay, so another one with fortune on our side, the dragon murmurs as it flies. Okay, so we have here, have you seen murmuring and flying dragon in photos or videos? Okay, so yung dragon daw ay nagsasalita o bumubulong habang lumilipad. And when and where did you see it? Do you have an idea what dragons symbolize? So of course, we haven't seen a real dragon, so as they are mythical creature, but we've observed murals, festival dances, and movies depicting dragons. So notably, the dragon dance during Chinese New Year showcases vibrant, moving dragon figures that appear alive. In many Asian cultures, dragons symbolizes strength, good fortune, and protection. So representing prosperity and harmony. So for day 2, we're going to focus now on identifying figures of speech. So a while ago, okay, so we briefly discussed the different figures of speech. So yung 5 most common figures of speech. So but this time, okay, let's discuss them more with some given examples. So simile is when reading a poem or short stories, look for comparisons using like or as to describe something. So katulad ng binanggit natin kanina, when we talk about simile, gumagamit siya ng mga salita or words like or as. So for example, her smile was as bright as the sun. This means that something beyond literal is being compared to another thing which has no relevance. This actually creates creative lines from pieces of literature. So understand that simile compares two things to highlight a specific quality or characteristic. Another example would be, her laughter bubbled like a brook. So it implies that her laughter was lively and continuous. So ibig sabihin, hinahalin tulad niya lang yung isang bagay sa isa pang bagay. Okay. So ang pinaka dapat nating tandaan dito, when we say simile, they use the words like or as. While the other one, metaphor, both are used in describing or comparing one thing to another, but when we talk about metaphor, okay, direct comparisons without using, hindi naman to gumagamit ng words na like or as, often implying a deeper meaning, di ba? Kung kumbaga, kung yung simile medyo may pagkapabebe, si metaphor diretsahan, no? Pero medyo may lalim siya. For example, his heart is a fortress, unyielding and strong. If you come across a part or line in the poem that seems to compare one idea to another without using like or as, then it might be a metaphor. Interpret metaphors by understanding the implied comparison and the deeper meaning it conveys. So for example, time is a thief suggests that time takes away things of value. Diba? So, time is a thief daw. Hindi niya sinabing time is like a thief. Diretsahan, time is a thief. So, ibig sabihin, no, madaling tinatanggal ng oras yung mga bagay na may kahalagahan. Hindi ba? Kapag hindi natin ginamit yung oras natin sa tama, may mga mahalagang bagay na posibleng umalpas or lumagpas sa atin. 'Di ba? Kasi sinasabi, time is gold. Hindi na, kumbaga, diretsa, no? Straight and direct. Hindi niya sinabing time is like a gold. No, time is gold. Ang oras ay mahalaga. Bawat minuto ay lumilipas, hindi ba? Ang oras, kapag dumaan na, natapos na, hindi na maibabalik. So, ganun kahalaga yung um, metaphor na time is gold. Okay, so, hindi siya, direkta, may lalim, di ba? Mas in-depth yung kanyang meaning. Hindi na niya sinabi, time is like a gold, or time is valuable as gold. Wala nang ganon. Okay, so, that is the difference between simile and metaphor. Now, when we talk about personification, notice when human qualities are attributed to non-human things. Yung mga qualities, yung mga katangian na pangtao ay ginagamit natin sa mga bagay na walang buhay. For example, the wind whispered secrets in my ear. Never naman bumulong ang hangin sa ating tenga. Pero, when we use personification, it is like the wind ay, yung hangin ay bumubulong ng sikreto sa ating tenga. So, infer that personification is used to give lifelike qualities to non-living objects, enhancing the description or creating a vivid image. So, it's like kapag kayo ay nanonood ng mga cartoons or stories na mga fables when they use animals as their characters, 'di ba? Yung mga animals, they talk, they act, okay, and they think like humans, where in fact, they don't. Okay, so that is an example of personification, especially when they teach kids and learners like you especially on good values and right conduct, di ba? So they use animals, okay, para lang maging kaakit-akit for the readers and for the listeners, okay, as well as viewers, di ba? So yung mga katangian ng mga tao ay ginagamit nila, nilalagay nila sa mga hayop, okay? Or sometimes kung may mga characters tayo na pencil or book, hindi ba? So, o kaya walis, yan. Okay, so to tell us or to convey a message. Okay, so example, the stars dance in the night sky suggests a lively and magical scene. Okay, so huwag kalimutan when we talk about personification, okay, human qualities attributed to non-human things. Mga katangian ng tao ay ginagamit sa mga hindi nabubuhay or mga walang buhay na bagay. Okay. Now, hyperbole or hyperbole. So look for exaggerated statements not meant to be taken literally. I've told you a million times to clean your room. Does it literally mean na sinabihan talaga siya ng 1,000,000 beses para maglinis ng kanyang kwarto? So, no. Ibig sabihin dito, it implies na paulit-ulit na siyang nagsasabi na maglinis ng kwarto or ng room. So, recognize hyperbole as an exaggeration used for emphasis or to create a dramatic effect. Okay, so laging exaggerated. Pwedeng sobra-sobra, pwedeng kulang na kulang na kulang naman. Okay, so for another example, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Diba? Sa gutom niya, kaya niya na raw kumain ng isang buong kabayo. Exaggerates the feeling of hunger. Ibig sabihin, ganun nakatindi yung kanyang gutom. Diba? Okay, and another one is onomatopoeia. Identify words that imitate sound. So when we say onomatopoeia, ang laging kadikit nito ay sound. So for example, the bees buzzed around the flowers. So yung buzz, it implies as the sounds that the bees do. Okay? Understand that onomatopoeia creates sound effects and adds sensory detail to the text. It's like parang naririnig mo yung sound na kinikreate ng isang bagay. So for example, the door creak open. So lumalangit-ngit, no? Yung pintuan kapag o habang nagbubukas. So, ibig sabihin tumutunog siya habang binubukas. So it creates a visual Nafo-foresee mo, na-imagine mo sa utak mo, and at the same time, parang naririnig mo yung image na auditory image of the door's movement. Na-imagine mo at naririnig mo yung nangyayari doon sa pintuan. Okay. So for day 3, we have here an activity, a poetry reading. The title is Happy New Year. Okay, so may kinalaman pa rin siya, okay, sa celebration ng Chinese New Year. Observing the dragon dance as the New Year gets underway under the sun, colors swirl like rays of light, firecrackers pop, lanterns soar, joy and fortune will never run sore. The ox takes the lead with power and a solid walk, with fortune on her side, the dragon murmurs as it flies. Fortunes bloom, red rivers flow, the golden coins drive out the darkness and sorrow. As the phoenix rises, hopes soar higher, the bravery of the strong and intelligent tiger. The monkey plays, the rats teach agility and good habit. Leading the way is the wisdom of the rabbit. Horsepower, the elegance of the snake, the goat's aspirations, the dog remains loyal, the rooster crows year round, the pig is a source of happiness. Happy Chinese New Year! Many blessings, joy, fortune, and an unforgettable tale. With sincere hearts, rejoice, dreams come true. Happy New Year! Okay, so of course, when we read a poem, okay, there are follow-up questions. So we have here 9 questions that we're going to answer. Okay, so what is happening as the New Year begins? So the poem describes the celebration of the Chinese New Year with activities like watching the dragon dance, lighting firecrackers, and releasing lanterns in the sky. It shows the joy and excitement as the New Year starts. Number 2, how are colors described in the poem and what do they symbolize? So colors are described as swirling like rays of light under the sun. They symbolize happiness, energy, hope, and the bright beginnings of the new year. Number 3, what are the things that bring joy and fortune during the New Year celebrations? So it's the firecrackers, lanterns, and festive dance bring joy and fortune. They symbolize luck, prosperity, and driving away of bad spirits. Number 4, which animal leads the festivities and what qualities that it symbolizes? It's the ox. Okay, mentioned as taking the lead with power and a solid walk. It symbolizes strength, perseverance, and hard work. Next, what do the red rivers and golden coins represent in the poem? The red rivers symbolize luck, happiness, and good fortune, while the golden coins represent wealth, prosperity, and success in the coming year. Okay, number 6, what is the significance of the phoenix rising? Okay, the phoenix rising signifies rebirth, renewal, and new hopes, a fresh start as the new year begins. So what do the different animals mentioned in the poem represent or teach? So for tiger, it's bravery and intelligence. Monkey is playfulness and cleverness. For rat, agility and resourcefulness. Rabbit, wisdom and guidance. And each animal represents positive quality or life lesson drawn from the Chinese zodiac. Number 8, what emotions or qualities do the horse, snake, goat, dog, rooster, and pig represent? So for horse, it's strength and energy, snake, elegance and mystery, goat, ambition and aspiration, dog, loyalty and faithfulness, rooster, diligence and perseverance, and pig, joy and generosity. Now, can you identify lines where you find figures of speech used? Okay, so we have here how many? I think at least 5. Okay, so we have simile, personification, metaphor. Okay, so those were the examples. Okay, so another activity, identifying the figures of speech. You have here the first stanza. Okay, and at the bottom part, you can see here the examples or the figures of speech used in that stanza. Okay, so I think we have 4 stanzas here. Okay, and we are now approaching day 4, wherein you have your learners' takeaways and reflection on learning. Okay, say after that, you're going to fill out the 3 to 1 exit slip. And after that is your formative assessment. Okay, and that ends our lesson for this week. Thank you for listening, and I hope you understand well, okay, and able to um, know the difference between the first five most common figures of speech that we discussed for this video. So thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again next week. So this is Teacher Isa. Thank you, and God bless. Bye bye.